Let me first thank the gentleman for yielding and for your steady and very fair leadership as a member of the House Rules Committee. Also to Chairman Conyers, let me thank you for your leadership in making sure this important legislation gets to the floor today. I also want to acknowledge the indispensable contributions of the LGBT caucus, which I serve as a member, which is led so ably by our colleagues Chairman Barney Frank, Congresswoman Tammy Baldwin, and Congressman Jared Polis. This legislation is long overdue. In the long history of the United States, there is much to admire and to celebrate, but regrettably, there have been episodes in our history that are tragic, violent, and shameful. Among the most horrific are violent crimes motivated by hate. The notorious race riots in Greenwood, Oklahoma, and Rosewood, Florida, in early years of this last century, to the church bombings and attacks on gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgendered persons are painful reminders that we still have not perfected our union. Whether it has been the color of their skin, their religion, gender, their disability, national origin, or their sexual orientation or identity, the sad fact is that too many persons have been the victims of violence, often ending in death, simply because of a characteristic of birth. Sadly, many of the recent attacks based on sexual orientation have been against gay black men, like Michael Sandy, who was beaten and robbed in New York by 4 men and lay in a coma for several days before he died. In court proceedings, it revealed that his attackers viewed gay men as prey. Fortunately, New York's hate crimes law now includes sexual orientation as a protected class. And closer to my home, right outside of my district in Newark, California, a young high school student named Gwen Aroha was viciously beaten to death by 4 young men and buried simply because she was born a male. Gwen was comfortable as herself, a transgendered woman, and had lived her high school years as a girl with the love and support of her family, particularly her mother, Sylvia Guerrero. Gwen's story really resonates with me. Children are entitled to be free from hate-motivated violence in schools. That's why when I was in the California legislature, I authored and Pete Wilson signed into law the California Hate Crimes Reduction Act. Members of the clergy support this bill. The Congress of National Black Churches, Episcopal churches, and the Evangelical Lutheran Church of America. Thank you, and I yield the
Gentleman's time has expired.